Not yet.
All right, Thomas, locking in.
Yeah. Lock in, Thomas, lock in. I was practicing.
Sarah did too.
It's not responsive left-handed.
Alright. Hey. I'm left-handed.
Left-handed. Woo!
Okay. We have a signed tuba.
Nice.
Step number one. I presume that if I'm going to do this, I should probably put back feet. I think that's going to be a shoe fall to get into the frame. Bruchim haba'im b'shem Adonai, for you who come here in the name of God. We bless you in this house of God. We join together this evening to celebrate that most joyous and beautifully human of conditions that the ancient rabbis called marriage. They said that a true marriage is one in which two people share one heart and two bodies. We hope that as these two enter into marriage, their hearts shall always be as one, and that this love consecrated by the vows they are about to take and the pledges that they make to each other will last and be a continuing source of joy, comfort, and support to the both of them as they continue to build their lives together. Twice during this ceremony, we're going to share from a cup of wine in just a moment, with her permission. But first, we're going to start with our traditional Jewish prayer that celebrates a moment of transition, our opportunity to offer our thanks to God. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and brought us to this particularly joyous moment. In this union, the sacred work of creation goes on, joining man and woman, God planting the divine likeness within them. Man and woman were created in the divine image. May the union of Thomas and Sera animate the divine in each of them, and may each help the other to grow in God's likeness. There are so many opportunities for us to share in joy. This is the great-grandfather's Kiddush cup from Bertha and Harry Weisberg, and it is just a glorious thing that we are able to use it. I'm going to say the blessings, and then I'm going to, hang on, just not so quick. Dude, be patient. Sarah gets to go first this time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei peri hagafen. Praise are you, O God, who brings forth the fruit of the vine. For you? Yep. Ooh, not even a ripple in the glass. I'm impressed. Thank you very much. Traditionally, up until the 12th century of the Common Era, the wedding was divided in Jewish tradition in two sections. The Birkat Erusin, the blessings of engagement, and then, a year later, the wedding blessings. And at about that 12th century, the two of them were smushed together, and that's how we do things now. The second that we is our opportunity to say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'hitir lanu et hanisuim ve'et hanisuot lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. We consecrate this marriage. We praise you, God, who sanctifies our people through kiddushin, the sacred rite of marriage at the chuppah. And now, we have that moment, and first I need to distribute some vows. Ooh. And for you. And if Mr. Blues Brother can bring us the rings.
So good. Amazing.
Thank you very much. If only I had known I would have the appropriate music queued up, but I didn't know, so all I can do is just that first couple of bars. There are so many elements, but the first one that I want to mention before we exchange rings is this chuppah. The wedding canopy symbolizes not only your first home together, but also something very special about that. You note that as a symbol of modesty, it is covered on the top, but it's open on all four sides. Our tradition tells us that that is so that we recognize that they are open to the influences of the four winds. None of us knows what's going to be around that next bend in the path of life, but what we know is that Sera and Thomas will be facing it together. We're going to exchange our rings, and then I'm going to invite Sera to follow another long-standing tradition, and that is to make 7 circumlocutions, hakafot in Hebrew, around Thomas. The number 7, of course, is one of great mystical significance and importance in Jewish tradition. But here we have the opportunity to actually act out the word for marriage, and that is kiddushin. In Hebrew, the verb kadosh means to be separate or to be made special. And by circling her groom 7 times, Sera indicates the very special nature of their relationship. So you can all see it says ring security.
Not freaking cute.
Yep. Thomas, if you would take the ring. I'm sorry? Yeah, I got it. I'll take that back. I forgot about that part. And please put it on her forefinger. And while it's on, continue to hold her hand. And please repeat after me. Hare,
Hare,
At,
At,
Mikudeshet,
Mikudeshet,
Li,
Li,
Bitabat,
Bitabat,
Zo,
Zo,
Kadat,
Kadat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
V'Yisrael.
the Israel.
Behold,
Behold,
with this ring,
with this ring
you are consecrated
you are consecrated
unto me
unto me
according to the traditions
according to the traditions
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
And Thomas, you take Sera to be your wife, promising to love, respect, and cherish throughout your lives during the blessing of good fortune and the trials of adversity?
I do.
Good, right answer. And please take the ring, put it on Thomas's hand. Please repeat. Hare,
Hare,
Atah,
Atah,
Mikudash,
Mikudash,
Li,
Li,
Bitabaat,
Betabaat,
Zo,
Zo,
Kadat,
Kadat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
V'Yisrael.
the Israel.
Behold,
Behold,
with this ring,
with this ring,
you are consecrated
you are consecrated
unto me
unto me
according to the traditions
according to the traditions
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
And Sera, do you take Thomas to be your husband, promising to love, respect, and cherish throughout your lives during the blessing of good fortune and the trials of adversity?
I do.
2 out of 2?
Where are my tissues?
Ah.
I'll trade you.
And now each of them, Thomas and Sera, have vows that they're going to recite. I'm going to ask Sera to please go first.
Oh, we're gonna rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Whew, okay. I got this. As we sit here today, 7,012 days into our journey, I have rewritten these vows about 12 times. Oh my God! I was so fine until like 5 minutes ago. I've rewritten these vows about 12 times as we've navigated life and experienced many joys and hardships. The vows that I share with you today are far more different and far more meaningful than they were a year ago. There are so many things special about our relationship. I love just being around you and enjoy our time together just as much, whether we're frolicking around France with a stale baguette, or finding the best deals at TJ Maxx, or staying at home watching Shrek 2, eating Taco Bell, drinking a Shirley Temple, and laughing on the couch until we can't breathe. The universe has put us in the same place several times, literally from elementary school to college and beyond. The last year has been so transformative for us, showing us that going through hard times actually strengthens us, and God knows we've had a lot to test us. We went from playing house to making a home, from celebrating the love of others to celebrating our love. We've literally grown up together, spending the most formative times of our lives together and learning how to navigate the world side by side. In addition to always showing me new ways to love me and my people, you always manage to find ways to surprise me. Whether it's a new recipe you're trying, shout out to your butter chicken and chicken cutlets, you're not doing a great job living down the name of the chicken man, or shadow boxing, or rapping the entirety of Flyana Boss's You Wish with the most theatrical and amazingly dramatic rendition possible. You keep me on my toes. Oh, I'm a mess, okay. I promise to always make sure you know your worth and push you to never settle. I promise to push you to be the best version of yourself and achieve the goals you set for yourself, while also remaining open and receptive to your pushing me. I promise to encourage you to pursue your passions and new projects. I can't promise our relationship will always be 50-50, but I will do my part to always keep us at 100. I promise to grow with you and not away from you and tackle life's hardships as a team. I promise to always sing the female lead of Just Give Me a Reason, even if I choke. I promise to always have your back and be honest with you, even when it's hard. I promise to treat your friends and family as my friends and family. I promise to be the best mother to our boys, our cats, and our future children, withholding the values, morals, and traditions in our Jewish household. Someday we're gonna have to figure out how to tell our cats that they're Jewish. I promise to always act in the best interest of our family and compromise, which I am working on. I promise to not watch ahead in our shows, adopt cats or dogs without your permission, or get mad when you eat the leftovers that I was never actually going to eat. I promise to try to make you laugh every day, which should not be hard, as I am the funniest person you know. I promise to do my best to make you feel loved, supported, admired, heard, respected, and appreciated. More importantly, and above all else, I give you today and every day for the rest of my life, my unconditional love, my undying friendship and partnership. Oh, and a life filled with laughter and love and fun and adventure. You always have a friend in me, and you will never face the world alone. Oh my God. Oh, okay. My heart and soul would be so diminished without you. You're a better person than me, more kind and patient and forgiving. However, I know that you and I both think we're getting the sweet end of this deal, so that's a blessing. I get to spend the rest of my life with my best friend in the whole world, tackling all the exciting and scary and wonderful and joyous things life has in store for us. I cannot believe after today, in the words of Borat, you get to look at me and say, "My wife." Nailed it. My love for you knows no boundaries, and I am so excited and grateful to be your wife. Okay.
Follow that.
Yeah. Easy,
Woo.
easy as that.
Thank you.
I love you too. Just to kind of preface a bit, we set out in writing these to go for, around 300 words, and even just thinking about that, it feels woefully low for someone trying to encapsulate everything that I'm feeling about the love of my life. You carry everyone you've ever met with you. And I know every single person in this room carries some happiness or joy in having known you. I look at where I am now, where we are, surrounded by all this love, these people that we both hold so dear, and I just have to thank God for putting you on that elevator that one fateful day. However, even if everything else had changed, we hadn't moved, we weren't in Brumby, whatever had happened, I'm firm in my belief that we still would have ended up together. There's no world I want to live in where we aren't. A phrase we came upon often in Katuba shopping was, "I have found the one in whom my soul delights." I find you in music. Whether it's Ed Sheeran or Casey Musgraves or Taylor Swift or Luke Combs, I find you in the meals that I eat. Whether it's the challah that you make from scratch, or the Jewish penicillin matzo ball soup, or a Publix bar cake. I find you in the company you keep, whether it's your family's warmth, generosity, or the respect that you all have for one another. I find you everywhere I look, every place I go, every person I meet. Because I was lost in this world until I found you. And I'll never, for a second, ever take that for granted. Whew. So, take a breath. Sarah always says that I like to throw out SAT words at her, that she has to Google a word I say
You're so much smarter than me.
once a week or so. So I looked up some new ones that even I didn't know. You are perspicacious. You are... She is one of the most intelligent and hardworking people that you will ever meet. You are benevolent. You are kind and good. You want to do good in this world. You are pulchritudinous. Anyone? Yeah? Beautiful. And today tops everything. I'm looking for all these new ways to describe you and the love that I have for you, because wherever you are, there's love. There's kindness, and wherever you are is home to me. You consistently inspire me to be a better person. I am in awe of your determination and the fierceness and physicality of your love.
Peace North. I'm impressed.
In this marriage, in this life, it is my mission and pleasure to honor you and to honor our relationship in all I do and say for the rest of my days. I'm never more sure of anything than I am right now, right here, looking at you. Okay. I'll spend my life trying to be the best I can because you simply are the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm grateful for the past, every moment that's gotten us here. I'm so beyond excited to be standing here. And I'm so incredibly hopeful for the unlimited potential of our future together. I love you.
Both of you, beautifully well done. So I'm going to ask you to take one step back. Keep hanging on to it. Okay, I got that. Trade with me. You got that? And Thomas, I'm going to ask you to step forward, and I'm going to ask you to go clockwise 7 times around. That's 1.
We're gonna be here.
That's 2. That's 3.
That was 2.
Oh, So now it's 4.
No, this is 3.
Oh, this is 3? Okay. 4. I am trying to. 5. And 6 coming up. Okay, that is 1. All right. The ketubah, the marriage contract, as I was explaining to the bridal party just a few minutes ago, is an ancient document that was originally intended to guarantee the property and the rights that the bride brings into the marriage, and reminds us that whether the dowry was 3 goats and a couple of sheep or whatever it might be, that was part of what she brings to the marriage, and will always guarantee her rights. However, it has changed over the course of the centuries and become something considerably more sentimental and a description about the importance of the relationship. It's my pleasure to share with you the text in English. On the first day of the week, the 25th day of the month of Tishrei, in the year 5785, corresponding to the 26th day of October, in the year 2024, here in Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America, in the presence of family and friends. I just lost my place. The beloved Sera Emma Thomas, daughter of Judith and James, and Thomas Benjamin Walker, son of Heather, entered into the covenant of marriage. As we embark on life's journey, we promise to love, cherish, encourage, and inspire one another. Our hearts fuse together, creating a unique bond with friendship and compassion at its core. Through this union, we shall value and support each other, always striving to show sensitivity, always mindful of our respective qualities and strengths. May we continue to grow together, maintaining the courage and determination to pursue our desired path. We promise to celebrate life's joys with grace and overcome life's adversities with tenacity. May we maintain the intimacy that fosters trust, honesty, and communication. As life partners, we shall strive to build a home committed to our Jewish heritage, a home emanating love, peace, tolerance, and charity. Through each other's eyes, we see the world anew. May we be better together. All of this is valid and binding, and let us say together, Amen. So many of you will remember the incredible series of coincidences that were marked in the packets that we all got, and I'm going to quote some of that. Our story feels serendipitous. We truly believe the universe took the opportunity to put us together at pivotal times. Jewish tradition says that each of you are the other's beshert, the one that you were fated to meet, fall in love with, and spend your lives together. We met in 2006 when Thomas was attending Evansdale Elementary. Due to the closeness of our last names, Walker and Thomas, we were seated at the same desk block of 4. Sera had eyes only for Thomas and was devastated when he moved halfway through 4th grade to Snellville. Flash forward about 8 years. Thomas is in an elevator, you had mentioned that, at Brumby Hall at UGA on crutches. Sera's also in this elevator. She notices that he looks familiar. And as he's about to step off, she threw herself into the doorway and said, "Are you Thomas Walker? I was your girlfriend in elementary school." Subtlety is always your hallmark, Sera. And this freaked Thomas out a little, and he says something along the lines of, "Oh, how cool. It's so nice to see you," in that kind and sweet Thomas fashion. In a building Sera was leaving, they would run into each other in the Brumby Rotunda, even just walking around campus. It wasn't long before we were together and inseparable, truly best friends from the beginning, with a relationship founded on trust, love, respect, absolute trust. We started building our lives together in college and continued after graduation, buying a home together, adopting cats, and going through life together. It is remarkable to me all of the ways in which the universe, precisely as you said, conspired to bring you together. This is a fairy tale story, but over the last few months I have come to appreciate that while the beginning and it tells, again, like a wonderful romantic story, there is tremendous gritty reality here with struggles, growth, plans for the future. For me, I always try to come away with a couple of understandings about a couple. For Sera and for Thomas, that includes, and perhaps chief among them, is the incredibly strong foundations that each of you has as individuals and that you have lovingly, carefully, and I will say not always in linear fashion, built for yourselves as a couple. I think that I can speak pretty straightforwardly on behalf of everybody here. It is a pleasure to know you both. The humor and the passion, the wisdom about life and about your somewhat off-center way of looking at that life has meant that I just have enjoyed every minute of our conversations. I am looking forward to hearing so many wonderful things about professionally what you're going to accomplish, the places that you travel, the things that you do, the family that you create, the way in which you continue to bring your family and friends together to share in these glorious moments with you. In just a moment, I'm going to chant the 7 wedding blessings, both in Hebrew and in English. They are, again, an ancient tradition, but they remind us, as I will when I translate them loosely into English, about the ways in which the universe and God has brought you together and brought you under this chuppah to be with your family and your friends, to celebrate this moment in which you make formal what has been abundantly clear to all of us for a long time. You belong together and will be together for a long, long, long time to come. I offer my congratulations, and in a few moments, after you break a glass, I'll be speaking about that in a moment as well. Everybody else is going to shout mazel tov or congratulations or whatever they want. And we'll be able to verbalize how joyous we are at this moment of your union. That worked. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. This time you go first. I'm sorry. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehakol bara lichvodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yatzar et adam b'tzalmo, b'tzelem demutav nito, v'hikin lo mimenu binyan ad. Baruch atah Adonai, yotzer ha'adam. Sos tasis v'tagel Tzion b'kibuz baneha letocha b'simecha. Baruch atah Adonai, misamech Tzion b'baneha. Sameach tesamach reim ahuvim, k'samechecha yetzircha began eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai, misamech hatan v'kala. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher bara sason v'simcha chatan v'kala, hiladin hatita v'chedva, ava v'achva shalom v'reut, meher Adonai Eloheinu, yeshama b'arei Yehuda, uvechutzot Yerushalayim, kol sason v'kol simcha, kol chatan v'kol kala, kol mitzahalot chatanim michupatam, u'ne'arem mishtei neginatam, Baruch atah Adonai, misamech chatan im hakala. Praised are you, O God, source of all creation, who brings forth the fruit of the vine. Praised are you, O God, source of all creation, in whose image we are all created. Praised are you, O God, source of all creation, who has created one humanity. Praise are you, O God, source of all creation, who has made us in your image and created for us a world in which to dwell. May joy and happiness fill your hearts, for you, O God, have gathered us to share in celebration. May joy always fill the hearts of these loving companions, as it filled the hearts of your first creations in the Garden of Eden. Praised are you, O God, who makes glad the bride and the bridegroom. Praised are you, O God, source of all creation, who brings happiness and joy, rejoicing, cheer, unity and devotion, peace and companionship to the now intertwined hearts of the bridegroom and the bride. Indeed, the joyous voices of the bridegroom and the bride shall fly forth from this wedding canopy and encircle all who share in this celebration with the sounds of rejoicing. Praised are you, O God, who makes glad the bridegroom and the bride. Many years ago at a rabbinic convention, in a conversation that we thought was at just simply a high intellectual level, we were discussing these last paragraph of the Sheva Brachot. One of my colleagues asked, and I think that he asked a rhetorical question. Why is it, he asked, that the Sheva Brachot, the 7 wedding blessings, finish with 7 synonyms for joy? And we all thought for a moment, and one of our other colleagues said with, I think, infinite wisdom, so that we might have the opportunity to wish the bride and the bridegroom every manner of happiness, joy, and fulfillment that 2 human beings are able to share. In just a moment, we are going to conclude the ceremony, and you're going to go off to the new chapter of your life. But just as all of us are here today to support you, I know that all of us look forward to being there for you in the future, to share in those moments of joy, and to help share in those moments in which you need to be uplifted. Our rabbis tell us that marriage at its best can multiply the joys and divide the sorrows. And so, before we stomp on the glass, I have the wonderful opportunity to encircle these 2 in Thomas's prayer shawl. In Jewish tradition, the prayer shawl symbolizes many things, but chief amongst them is that it represents the wings of the Shekhinah, of the indwelling presence of God. And as I put this around their shoulders, as we prepare to conclude the ceremony, we hope and we pray that in God's wisdom, that the presence of God will be always present in their homes and between them as they speak words of love and words of comfort. Let me take this, and now I need you to stand next to each other, side by side. Jim, I'm going to ask you to give me a hand here. There you go. Come around the other side. Take that. Take that. Put it over Thomas' shoulder. Each of you hold them together. It is at this moment that I have the privilege of speaking the words of our ancient tradition. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmarecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And may God's presence be with you and bring you peace. Peace in your home, peace in your hearts, peace always between the two of you. The conclusion of our ceremony, I keep doing that, don't I? Yeah, it's right there. All right. Left foot or right foot?
I guess right foot.
Okay, there we go. Don't take that off yet. You're going to stop. Hang on, just give me a second here. The breaking of the glass serves to remind us that the fragility and the delicacy of life and how hard we have to work to preserve the beauty and the great love that we've managed to find. With every blessing in our hearts, with every hope for your joy and happiness and fulfillment, we send you off to the next chapter of your lives. Now, Jim, let's take the... and just take it over to the side. We'll fold it up later. There is a significant Talmudic expression to cover this, which says, stomp that sucker flat. Go get him. Yep, it's right there. Ah, Mazel Tov. Kiss that pretty lady. Halfway, there we go. Let them get just to the end of that pew, okay?